Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is L, and I'm going to be bringing a domination match on the map Turbine. I'm actually going to be using the SMR because this gameplay was from about a week ago, and I had just watched a video, I don't know who it was by, but they were talking about what was coming out in the new patch that came with the DLC. So Tuesday, I guess, the FAL actually got nerfed. So when I heard that, I actually wanted to try out the other semi-automatic rifle because I actually like semi-automatic rifles. I really like the FAL, but once I got news it was going to get nerfed, I was kind of like, do I continue playing with the FAL or do I play with this SMR thing? And I will honestly say the SMR is actually a pretty decent gun. Could use a little bit more buffing. It could do a little bit more damage or something. But honestly, I think it's actually a pretty overall good contester to the FAL right now. Though honestly, after this patch, I still think the FAL is a slightly, actually no, not slightly, it's really, really good still. Um, but yeah, I think compared to the FAL, the SMR is just really underpowered for an for a semi-automatic rifle. So I don't know. You guys be the judge here. You guys go try out the SMR and the FAL, and you tell me. But for right now, I will tell you the stats because I know a little bit about the stats in comparison because I have been, thinking about whether or not I should use the SMR or the FAL, and I will honestly say the SMR is not that great. I mean, okay, yeah, the stats say, yes, it has more range, yes, it has more damage, but compared to the FAL with its faster fire rate and its better accuracy, I honestly think this is not all that great of a contender. So, I think, in my opinion, Treyarch should really just buff this gun. The SMR really needs to become a better contender compared to the FAL. Because, okay, honestly, everyone knows those few guns that are really OP, but that are really, really fun to use. What's a good example? Let's see. Well, obviously the FAL. Everyone loved that gun being select fire in the before the previous patch. Jeez, that's a tongue twister. Or I just can't talk. I don't know. But anyway, everyone knows before the previous patch that everyone loved that or the select fire FAL because you could just turn that thing automatic and that thing would just own. What's another good? Oh, the PDW. Everyone loved the PDW because it was an awesome gun. So, you know, I think, yeah, there's always going to be that one favorite gun that everyone likes using. But, I think they should, I guess, okay, Church did a good job balancing out the guns in this game, but maybe if you guys want to try out more guns, because I'm kind of sick of seeing a whole bunch of Peacekeepers lying all over the floor because of the new DLC, but, I mean, if you guys want to try out a new gun, try out the SMR, it's pretty good. I go 36 and 6 with it in this gameplay, so not all that not all that bad, but it's not great either. So I'm hoping Charge will probably patch or buff it a little bit. But yeah, tell me what you think. This game's pretty much all about preference. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna start jumping into the gameplay because I think I'm talked too much about this gun talk. But I don't know. Maybe you guys liked it. Anyway, I'm gonna jump into the gameplay now. So first of all, you're gonna notice me just playing this defensive playstyle, and the reason is because the SMR and the FAL, particularly the semi-automatic rifles, are not all that great at close quarters combat, and you could probably obviously guess that, unless you have the select fire, because these things are amazing with select fire at close quarters. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. Close quarters, not that great for semi-automatic rifles. Maybe you just do really well with it. Maybe that's just you. But yeah, in my opinion, I don't think these things are that great. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play some defensive playstyle on this B-Dom. I'm just gonna kind of play the long range and give myself the advantage. And I think this area is pretty good. This area I'm running right now is pretty advantageous to the semi-automatic rifles because it does have a lot of range to the long-range combat compared to most of the other, what do you call it, the other maps, because they're relatively small, so, large maps and long-range gunfights really good for this gun. If you get it into close quarters, not all that great. But, oh, the attachments. I forgot to talk about that. The attachments on this gun I'm using are quick draw and reflex. I feel these are probably the best, attachments you can use for the semi-automatic rifles, and the reason is because if you get into close quarters combat, yeah, it may not be the greatest thing, but if you can hit those first two bullets, you are pretty much good for the gunfight. You're probably going to win that gunfight, and the reason is because of that quick draw. If you hit those first two, that third one's probably going to be really easy to hit, and you're going to win that gunfight. So that's just an advantage of using quick draw and reflex. Oh, that's another thing. I think I've talked about this before, but giving yourself the advantage in gunfights, that was my whole idea with that spot I was at, like, earlier in the gameplay, where I was at B-Dom. Giving yourself the advantage in gunfights, like going for long-range gunfights, like I am right now. I'm going on this edge because it's long-range. Well, I don't know why it's fast-forwarding. Hold on a sec. Okay, no, it's not fast-forwarding anymore. But anyway, what was it talking about? Right, this side right here I'm running at. I really like it because, it gives you long-range gunfights. I'm looking to fail with that. I don't even know what I did right there. So, yeah, you're going to lose some gunfights if you get too close. Also, standing out in the open isn't that great for giving yourself the advantage in a gunfight, but uh, if you give yourself the advantage, you can't really go wrong with these semi-automatic rifles because they're so extremely amazing at the range, like mid to long range, they're really, really good at. So if you can set yourself up to to get into that type of gunfight, great. It's an amazing gunfight. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the gun. So I'm going to jump into into the gameplay and the routes I'm running. So first of all, I'm going to try to rule this side of the map again, this part where B-Dom is. And the reason is because, again, it's going to give me the advantage, but it also has a disadvantage, which I try to play so that it doesn't really have a disadvantage. Oh, sorry, my watch went off. But the reason I play wow, fail. See, that I think that was the only reason the FAL is better is because of that slightly less recoil, I guess, compared to this gun. Yeah, look at that. That's a lot of recoil compared to the FAL. Well, I don't know. I think they have probably about the same, but I mean, the FAL's increased ability to do better at long range is probably a better advantage than having more damage and faster, better range. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, I keep rambling. I'm sorry. I'm gonna continue to get back into this gameplay. So again, I'm gonna run this route. Excuse me, my voice cracked. I'm gonna run this route, and the reason is because it's gonna give me the advantage. So here's my dilemma with the problem right now. What I'm doing is that I'm not well, okay, I'm hugging cover, but I'm not doing all that well. It's always funny to just walk in on snipers like that. Anyway, uh, sorry, I got distracted. I'm gonna continue into this gameplay because I sound weird not talking about it, or just, you know what, forget it. I'm getting off the topic. So first of all, I'm gonna try to sit right here in their spawn and see if I can give myself the advantage in these gunfights because I'm behind that rock and they're just out in the open. So that's obviously an advantage. And right here, I actually live because I laid down and I didn't spray all over the place, which is also another important thing. If you get hit by that was smart, standing out in the open like that. But if you do get hit by a flashbang or like a concussion or something, don't be dumb. Don't sit there and spray all over the place. Be smart. Play safe. Just lie down. Try to get behind cover or some advantageous spot. I'm sorry if I'm making up a word, but give yourself the advantage. Give yourself a break. If you get into a spot where you have the advantage, you're probably most likely gonna live. I don't know what that guy was doing. Anyway, so yeah, give yourself the advantage in these gunfights. Right here, I get extremely lucky. This guy's just trying to take down air support, so I almost died if he would have been like looking for me or something like that. So I got lucky right there. And right here, I don't think I got all that lucky. I think so. No, no, never mind. I'm thinking of another gameplay. But anyway, so that was a good gameplay, I guess, because I don't know. I did well. I played smart. and the SMR is actually pretty decent. So, if you guys enjoyed it, please give me a like rating, subscribe, share with your family, friends, because I'm a relatively small channel. So, if you guys could do me that favor, please. Final score 36 and 6. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please have a nice day. Um, Share with your family, friends, like, comment, subscribe, and God bless.